But Jeff Flake taking out both parties for going too far and making this almost a circus-like event, saying that we have lit a match, but do we appreciate how close the powder keg is? He went on to say that winning at all costs is sometimes too high a cost. Again, referring to the accusations, he said that could be very tough for both the accuser and the accused, and might leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth, and didn't even get to address some of these other women who have come forward, but that this has been unfair to both Dr. Ford and Judge Kavanaugh. Let's get the read on all this from Daily Caller editorial director Vince Coglianese, Axios reporter Alayna Treene. Alayna, he didn't get into these other charges. What he seemed to intimate here is that, you know, whether we rush this or not, this will be a stained affair for all of us. Is he right about that?
I'd agree with that. This whole thing has been a total surprise. I mean, just about over a week ago, Brett Kavanaugh was expected to be confirmed in a what was seemingly an easy, quick process, but now we now have 3 accusers who are alleging either sexual assault, sexual harassment, or sexual misconduct, and it's kind of thrown everything into this messy process. And he mentioned, you know, we should have learned from what happened with Anita Hill back in the 1990s, and yet we're seeing this same messy process play out again.
You know, I don't know what would be concluded tomorrow and whether it would change a single vote, depending on what Dr. Ford says, depending on how the judge responds, whether Democrats, particularly on the panel, will be inclined to ask the judge about these 2 other women who've come forward with similar accusations, albeit very different. Where is this going? And is a vote still doable on Friday?
I think it is. I think what you heard Jeff Flake just do just now was a prebuttal. He's offering an explanation for why he's going to vote yes on Brett Kavanaugh. And he was essentially saying, look, I'm going to virtue signal here. I'm going to express this is a very messy process. We should hear from both sides. But at the end of the day, as he said, this will be steeped in doubt no matter how this goes. And we will probably have an inconclusive outcome at the end of the day tomorrow, which means to me that Jeff Flake is voting yes on this thing. And he wants people to know that he's doing so with a heavy heart because he doesn't like how this process went. Additionally, one of the things that I thought was really interesting about this is there was something, it was sort of a characteristic Jeff Flake explanation of everything, which is to say that both sides are equally guilty of sins here. I don't think that's right. I think the Republican Party has really bent over backwards in order to make sure that they don't appear cold-hearted, that they do appear empathetic and like they want to hear Christine Blasey Ford's explanations. The Democrats have been pretty transparent about how they see this as a power play, and any attempt to stop Brett Kavanaugh is what they're going to throw into this process, no matter where it comes from or what it looks like. And I think Jeff Flake is being a little too generous with this notion that both sides have been equally guilty here.